Everyone knows that saying. Everyone knows that saying. Never fall in love with a lone player. Never fall in love with a lone player because they could end up breaking your heart. But, ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Rashford today, the way that he played. Am I in love? Am I in love? Are we in love? Barcelona fans? Culers? Are we in love right now? With a lone player? Not yet. Not yet. At least I'm not yet. But what he did today. Changing our minds for sure. Changing our minds for sure. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona win their first league phase Champions League match against Newcastle away at St. James Park. 2-1. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford and 1 goal from Anthony Gordon. Late into the game, he got a goal for Newcastle. I said on my preview, I gave 2 score lines of us winning. I said it's going to be a 3-2 match where we go back and forth, or a 2-1 match where we just win it. But that's exactly what we saw. A 2-1 match where it really shouldn't have been 2-1. We just fell asleep in one moment. Newcastle took advantage. They got their goal. But yeah, besides that, Barcelona definitely going away to St. James Park was going to be the difficult thing. We already know the atmosphere. Everyone just saw this match, that witnessed this match. You can feel the atmosphere coming from your screen. You can feel the atmosphere, how crazy those Newcastle fans go. Like, props to them, especially when they got that goal. I was shook. I'm like, damn, we just woke up a sleeping giant. We just woke up the sleeping giant that is Newcastle's fan base, and we already know Newcastle tend to feed off the energy that Newcastle gave off. But thankfully, for those last couple minutes, we held off pretty well, and yeah, a lot of positives to talk about this match. Not many negatives for sure, but definitely a lot of positives to talk about this match. So let's quickly go over what we witnessed today, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I'm on the wrong screen right now. Let me search up Barcelona. I was not prepared. So unprofessional. But yeah, let's look quickly at the lineups that both teams went up with for Newcastle: Popenko, Livermento, Byrne, Schär, Trippier, Guimaraes, Tonali, Joelinton, Barnes, Gordon, and Ilanga. Okay, so from the preview that I made, the only thing I got wrong was I thought Watamare, however you say his name, the German striker, was going to play this match, but Eddie Howe decided to go different and play Gordon up top. Okay, and for Barcelona, I got a couple things wrong, really, and I did specify in the preview that these were the 3 positions that there's definitely question marks around and could possibly see something different, and that's exactly what we saw. But Joan Garcia in goal, Jules Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Pau Cubarsí, Gerard Martin in the back line, midfielder Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, Fermin Lopez, and up top Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Marcus. I thought I could have zoomed into his face. Marcus Rashford. So in my preview, I said Christensen, Casado, and Ferran Torres to start this match, but Hansi Flick decided to go different. With Frenkie de Jong, honestly, it's not a matter that I've wanted Casado over Frenkie de Jong. It's just a matter of I didn't know if Frenkie de Jong was going to be fully fit for this match. I know he got included into the squad list, but I didn't see any report or anything that he's 100% ready to go, and that Flick was going to take the risk of just immediately playing him. But he decided to, and Frenkie de Jong. A beautiful match from Frenkie de Jong today. With Lewandowski starting, again, I thought Lewandowski was going to have a very tough match against the center backs that obviously that Newcastle have, very tall, physical center backs. He kind of did. Schär was definitely on him. He definitely fouled him a couple times. I think he did hold his own for a couple times, but not really a standout performance from Lewandowski. And Araujo, I thought he had a pretty good match as well. Even if Christensen started, I think he would have done great as well, but Araujo definitely had a great match today. A little bit at fault for the goal that Gordon scored, but still overall a great match from Araujo and from Barcelona. But going overall from the game, individually from these players, a lot of standout points. I think the main people who were excellent in this game, the main players of this game who literally won us the game and were incredible, was Joan Garcia, Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, and Marcus Rashford. Those 4 players today were incredible. They were amazing, and they were definitely the reasons that we won this match. Because in the first half, for the first, I say 20-25 minutes, we were definitely struggling. Newcastle were pressing us very well. They were on us immediately. We were having problems getting out of our own half, and yeah, we were struggling. We were struggling to create any chances. We were struggling to create many dangerous chances, really. And Newcastle did create dangerous chances in the first half. I'd say Newcastle were a bit better than us in the first half. I say the last 20 minutes of the first half was Barcelona started getting into the match, started controlling a little bit more, but it was difficult to really break down that Newcastle side, who we know are very solid defensively, especially in the mid block. Because basically what they were doing when they were defending against us is having Barnes and Ilanya go into the midfield, and they were basically playing a 4-5-1, with Gordon only being the one up top, but still like coming back and helping out as well. So it was difficult to break them down. It was like a little mid-block from them. And, of course, that's the idea. They have to go to defend Barcelona, considering PEDRI and FRENKIE de Jong are key difference makers in the midfield. Like I said in my preview, that the main is going to be a main battle of the midfields, of how well our midfield can do to really be the game changers for this game for us to win, especially PEDRI. But and we saw that was definitely the key, because FRENKIE de Jong and PEDRI controlled the match for us. They calmed the game down for us when we were rushing a lot of points during the match, and they were definitely the difference makers for this match for us to keep flowing, keep attacking, recovering well. Like I'd say FRENKIE de Jong over PEDRI a little bit, just a little bit over in this game, but still both of them incredible match. But yeah, first half Ilanya was on it today. He got through Gerard Martin a couple times, and he created like two dangerous opportunities. One cross into the midfield where Gordon all by himself, but Gordon thankfully missed the ball, and the second one where he got a great cross into Barnes, but Barnes hits it wrong, I guess you could say, but John Garcia with an incredible save. John Garcia today, oh my God, what a beauty, bro. What a beauty. Finally, we have a goalkeeper we can trust, because this was definitely his first real test as a Barcelona goalkeeper, because as of now, he's been tested again. The main game he's really been tested on was against Rayo Vallecano so far this season. But this was the first real match where we're going against a better team, you could say, than Rayo Vallecano, a team that's going to put up on a lot more pressure, and especially for our goalkeeper, especially for set pieces, right? And Joe Garcia just commanded his box. He was so confident. He came out, like, even in the first half, there was this one opportunity where Newcastle got through us. They were offside, but they still got through us. Barnes, 1-on-1 with John Garcia, and John Garcia with an incredible save. That just, like, literally early on into the game, and that just showed you from minute 1 all the way to minute 90, he was ready to go. He was confident. He was not scared at all for the occasion that is playing a Champions League match, especially going away to St. James Park. Round of applause for John Garcia. He was incredible today, especially in the set pieces, in the corner kicks, any free kicks that Newcastle did get. Overall, Barcelona defended beautifully in those set pieces. That was my main concern going into this match, set pieces, because we know Barcelona, at least in the past, I've shown that they're not amazing at defending set pieces. We saw it last season in the Champions League against Inter Milan. We're not amazing at it, but today Barcelona defended it very well, and John Garcia commanded his box, came out for every ball, was very, very solid today. Thankfully, finally, we have a beautiful goalkeeper like John Garcia, who is going to save us in occasions where we need to be saved. So, amazing match from John Garcia. But yeah, first half, I say it took us a good 30 minutes to really get into the match, start flowing a little bit more, but it just wasn't enough in the first half. We didn't really create many dangerous chances. I thought Rafinha and Rashford were a bit slow in that first half. Rashford had the confidence to drive the ball, try to create something for himself, and try to create dangerous chances. But those final moments, he really couldn't get a good strike on, or really couldn't do anything in those moments where he did get in the box. Like Trippier gave him a game in that first half for sure, and Rafinha, he didn't really try. That's the difference between these two. Like a proper winger like Rashford, who's not scared at one-on-ones, who takes on players one-on-ones, who can beat you for pace, for physicality. He has it as to be a proper winger. Where Rafinha, not really. Like he just tries to, what he was really doing in that first half was cutting in and crossing. Second half, he was far better. But first half, just not enough from him. Livramento is a good defender, but Rafinha still should have done a little bit more from that first half. Fermin barely involved in that first half, and Lewandowski again struggled a bit. Like he really, you can't really expect much from Lewandowski with the defense that Newcastle were putting up. Second half comes in. I'd say a good 5 minutes. Newcastle started off well. They were attacking us, but then we started getting into the game. We just got into the game and just completely controlled that second half. Completely dominated Newcastle in that second half. We were far superior to them. We deserved to win that game. And like such an incredible display from what we saw. The difference we saw from the first half to the second half. Barcelona were amazing in that second half. Their first goal comes from a cross from Jules Koundé with his weak foot. With his left foot, crosses it, finds Marcus Rashford, and Marcus Rashford with an elite header slots it in. Beautifully slots it in. I'm surprised they gave Marcus Rashford that much space, because the first half they were so annoying to break down. They didn't give us any opportunities. They didn't give us any space to shoot the ball. And then from there, out of nowhere, Marcus Rashford by himself just headers it in easily, gets us up 1-0. And again, just from there, complete domination from Barcelona. And then boom! Again, Marcus Rashford. Oh my God, bro. Oh my days. Everyone knew what Marcus Rashford was capable of, right? What he was capable of before. He has incredible ball striking ability, and he showed it again. Once again, he showed it. What a goal, man. Such a sexy, beautiful, incredible hit from Marcus Rashford to bring us up 2-0. Crossbar down. Beautiful hit. Beautiful hit from Marcus Rashford. That's what he's capable of. Finally, we've awoken up the beast. We've awoken up the beast that Marcus Rashford is. This is what they say. Like, there's a lot of players out there who shown their ability in the past, but then a new manager, a new regime, a new team, a lot of different things can ruin a player. And with Marcus Rashford, with Man United, that's been the case. A lot of these managers, we're even seeing it now with Ruben Amorim. They just ruin their players. They get the worst out of their players. And Marcus Rashford now, with a new environment, with better players surrounding him, with a great manager like Hansi Flick, he's awakening. He's looking more confident. He's looking like he wants to prove himself again. And truly and well, he proved himself in this match. Especially since he knew who was in the stands, who we saw in the stands when the camera focused on him, which was Thomas Tuchel, obviously the manager for the national team of England. And he just saw Marcus Rashford put up a great performance, and then guess what, Rashford? You're getting the call up. You're getting the call up, bro. You're getting the call up for that World Cup. He needed to show up, and he definitely showed up. But yeah, 2-0 up, and from there, it was just cruise control from Barcelona, tiki-taka, controlling the ball late into the game until one moment we fell asleep. They bring in like 4 different subs. They bring in Thiaw, they bring in Watermaid, they bring in Willock, and they bring in Jacob Murphy. They make some subs. And, those subs didn't really do anything. And then, boom, I don't know where they hit us on one attack. We lose the ball. They hit us on one attack. Araujo, I'd say, is at a fault for keeping everyone onside. He kept Gordon onside. Koundé probably should have done a little bit better with Gordon. A great cross into the box, and Gordon gets a touch in it. And then he brings the bump 1-0 or 2-1. And I was a bit shook. I was definitely a bit shook, because we know what it is when a 2-0 lead is never enough. It's never the best. And we just woke, again, like I said, we woke up a sleeping giant with the crowd. They started going crazy, and I was like a little bit shook because they added 7 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, no, not 7 minutes. But thankfully, we have this beauty right here. Thankfully, we have this beautiful player, bro. Oh my God, bro. Please, if you just want to enjoy and just understand the importance of PEDRI and understand what he's capable of and understand why we call him the best in the world, just look at the final 7 minutes of that match, and you just see, bro, how easily he just got away from Newcastle's midfield. How easily he just got away from them. How, he's just such an intelligent midfielder, bro. He's such a beautiful midfielder, bro. He makes everything look so easy. 3 on him, 1 little turn, he's away from them immediately. Those last 7 minutes for Barcelona, he was controlling it for us. He was calming it down for us, and he was the orchestrator in those last 7 minutes for us not to concede another goal and for them to just hit us in a counterattack and then try to get something from the last couple of minutes. Like PEDRI, oh my God, throughout the whole game, he was incredible. He was amazing, but those last 7 minutes just exemplified it even more how important he is for this Barcelona squad and why he's the best midfielder in the world. Like, beautiful those last 7 minutes from PEDRI Gonzalez. But yeah, overall, a great win from Barcelona, a great game from Barcelona. I would say, again, individually, John Garcia, a great game. Koundé did very well against Gordon and Barnes. He defended them very well. and obviously he got the assist. Paco Garcia and Araujo, I thought, had an excellent game. Both of them excellent game. Knew how to catch Newcastle offside. We caught them offside a couple times. They were excellent today. Gerard Martin struggled a bit in the first half, but second half he was very good as well. He was excellent. He did very well against Ilanya a bit more. He got that yellow card, and I was a little bit nervous that they were going to start attacking him a lot more, but not really. He defended very well. He was very on it. Attacking wise, didn't really offer much, which is understandable considering how defensive Newcastle were playing, but still defensively solid. Frenkie de Jong and PEDRI, incredible game, amazing game from both of them. They were sensational today. Fermin, first half, struggled a bit, not too involved. Second half, a lot more involved. But it wasn't the best Fermin today. It definitely wasn't. Rafinha, first half, not enough. And second half, he definitely stepped it up a little bit more. Controlled the game a little bit more in the attack for Barcelona. I would say I just need more from him in terms of like him having more confidence in doing things himself. Because he definitely got in moments in the second half where he ran through, where he should have probably been a little bit more selfish, but at the same time, there were definitely moments where he could have made some clear passes for us to try and get some goals in. But still, overall, a good game from Rafinha. Lewandowski, not really enough. Rashford, excellent game from him. And from the substitute that came on, Christensen, Ferran Torres, Casado, Dani Olmo, Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia played on the left back today because Gerard Martin, we took him out for Eric Garcia considering he had a yellow card, so we had to take him off. Eric Garcia, left back, not really much we can really say. The goal came from his side, but so the opportunity came from his side, but can't really judge him playing as a left back. Dani Olmo, a little bit involved. Not really much from him to say, to be honest. Casado, he did stop this one counterattack that Newcastle had where he pulled back. I think I forgot who he pulled that back, but that was a smart foul. He gets a yellow card, but thankfully he did that because they were going for it. They were trying to go for it. Ferran Torres, actually, I think came in pretty well as well. He got into some moments. He was trying to fight for that goal as well, and he came in the 69th minute. He probably should have come in a little bit earlier, and he probably would have done a little bit more for us, but not bad from Ferran Torres overall. But yeah, overall, Barcelona, incredible match from Barcelona. Deserved win for Barcelona. Newcastle put up a fight. They definitely caused some danger. They were definitely on us, but again, physicality isn't enough. It's all in here. It's all in here. And our midfield definitely showed that. Overall, our team showed that. And an excellent, beautiful game from Barcelona and deservingly get this win. Deservingly get 3 points for the first game of La Champions League face, baby. Let's go. Who's next up? Actually? Who's next up? I think we got PSG next. I think PSG is next, right? Yeah, PSG is next up. Lamine Yamal was definitely missed in this match in moments in that match. He was definitely missed. And I think if we had Lamine, it would have been a different story for sure. And Balde as well. But thankfully we got the win. That's what I wanted, a response like this to get the win without having to depend on fully on Lamine Yamal. The reason we're losing or we can't win is because Lamine's not there. So thankfully Barca responded very well. And yeah, I think Lamine should be back for this PSG game, hopefully. And it's also been confirmed that we're going to play PSG at the Montjuic, which is beautiful, perfect. I don't want to play at the Johan Cruyff Stadium, but I'm sure these next 3 matches, Getafe, Oviedo, and Real Sociedad, we won't have Lamine Yamal, which I don't have a problem with because I'd rather have him fully fit back for PSG and for the rest of the season rather than playing one of these matches that we should be winning without him. Really, we should be winning without him. But yeah, that was the video for today, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about the game. Who was your man of the match? Obviously, Rashford got it, and I would give it to him as well. But Frenkie de Jong and PEDRI, there is definitely a fight between them two. I'd say Frenkie de Jong is next up. Frenkie de Jong was incredible today. Yeah, let me know who's your man of the match down in the comments below. What you guys thought about the game. How you guys feeling about this first match overall. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload. Share to your friends that love football. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Whenever the latest, much love. Take care and peace.